Before we get into the video, do not forget to like, comment and subscribe. Now we all know OFB are one of the biggest UK drug collectives in the scene. In sheer numbers they probably outbeat 3x3, Active Gang and 6-7. But as one of the most profitable collectives, it does not come without their problems. So many members have been either jailed or have been murdered over such stupid reasons, to the point where they've ruined their fledgling careers because members like SJ, or Six, or Little Z partook in beef. If you're a UK rapper, do not entertain or engage in social media other than to promote your music. That includes Snapchat, Twitter and Instagram. Trust me, it's a toxic environment that's going to bring you more harm than good. This simple tool is what's turning you lot either into killers or into murder victims. I mean, all you have to do is look at Six, who was murdered by Kai from MPK. And when you're done, take a look at Abdul Rahman Ali, aka OFB Sanje, whom stabbed his own friend to death because that person says they was tougher than a rapper. It took only 24 hours from the moment OFB Sanje and Tiny from MPK argued on social media, Snapchat to be exact, to actually meet up and fight to the death over something as childish as who's the toughest person. That's playground antics. OFB Sanje was psychotic, and that's putting it mildly. This was a guy that carried a 31cm knife. He met up with Tiny, then pulled out the knife in broad daylight in the middle of North London, and then struck his own friend, pierced his flesh right between the space between the chest. The stabbing was done with such force that the 31-inch blade damaged the heart, liver and lungs, and that blade was actually stuck in the victim. He left his 16-year-old mate to bleed out and die. Now fast forward to October 2021 and OFB Sanje is in jail serving a minimum of 15 years, and during his time he's released a few jailhouse freestyles. In it he talked about how the road is unproductive and will only lead to trauma and heartbreak. He also alluded to that some members of OFB are snakes, and he is 100% correct. In the video he posted not long ago, he showed his living conditions, and it was absolutely disgusting. I mean, it was diabolical. In the video clip, there's a ton of rubbish and hench and steroid freaking looking rats roaming around free as if they own the place. It's as if the prison was built on a landfill. On the one hand, I have no sympathy for a convicted murderer that could look his friends in the eye and knowingly take his life. But then, on the other hand, I have a keen hatred for vermin, and I wouldn't wish this on my worst enemy.
You fucking rats think it's a joke? Guess who's having a last laugh today? Man got a brand new kip, especially for them, and fucking hot water. Fucking.
Me, to be locked in a can, especially when there's such low health conditions. For all we know, inmates may contract Wells disease, leptospirosis and rat bone disease. This is why these UK rappers and drillers and so-called gems need to fix up and actually take accountability for what they're doing and what they possibly could do, because the beef and these people's deaths are getting out of control. All I can say is stay safe.